Linear equations. Good day everyone. In this video, I'll be showing you two ways in which you can plot your linear equation on the Cartesian plane. Let's get the ball rolling. Firstly, we need to define what the linear equation is. In front of us, the linear equation is y is equals to mx plus b. So m is the gradient and b is our y-intercept. Now in our first step, m is equals to rise over run. Now rise means how high you can go from your y-intercept. Then run means how far left or right you can go from your y-axis. Right, so now just to remember that when your gradient is positive, your run will always go to your right. When your gradient is a negative, your run will always go to the left. Let us do a quick example. In front of us, our linear equation is y is equals to 2x plus 2. So we know that 2 is our m and the other 2 is our b. Remember, we said m is equals to rise over run, where a whole number is always over 1. So you put the 2 at the top and below it you put a 1. And our b is equals to 2. So now let's try to plot our graph on the Cartesian plane. So we know that 2 is our y-axis. So here is our 2. Right. Now we move to m. So m, our rise, remember we said the rise is how high you can go from your y-intercept. So how high is 2? So we can go 2 times from the y-intercept. So it's 1, 2. Right. And our run, we said how far left or right you can go from your y-axis. So remember, the m is a positive. It means we're moving to the right. So how many times can we move to the right? Once. So from here, we just move once, and this is our new spot. And all we do is we link the graph together, the points together, just like that. And that is y is equals to 2x plus 2. The next way to plot your graph on the Cartesian plane is when you calculate your y-intercept and your x-intercept. So let's look at an example. In front of us, we still have the same formula. Y is equals to 2x plus 2. But in this case, we want our y-intercept and our x-intercept. So we're going to start with our x-intercept. And this is when x is equals to 0. Right, so what we do is we will substitute the 0 into the formula, where y is equals to 2 times 0 plus 2. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 2. And your y is equals to 2, which is your coordinates are 0, which is the x value, and the 2, which is the y. Right, so the next one is we find our y-intercept, where y is equals to 0. And we are going to substitute the 0 into the formula. So it's going to be 0 is equals to 2x plus 2. Then we move the 2 to the next 2 over the equal sign, which makes it a -2. And we remain by 2x. We'll divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1x, and 2 divided by -2 divided by 2 is -1. Therefore, x is equals to -1. So now the coordinates of the y-intercept is -1 and 0. Then we are going to plot these two coordinates on this Cartesian plane. Firstly, when x is equals to 0, so this is the x-intercept, and that's the y-intercept. The y-axis. So when x is equals to 0, 0 is here, 2 is y is equals to 2. That's the first point. The next point is when x is -1, then y is equals to 0. Remember, this is the y-axis, and this is the x-axis. So x is -1, where y is equals to 0. So these are the 2 points, or the 2 points that the graph has, and they need to meet one another in order for us to plot the graph. So we just draw a line like that, and this is y is equals to 2x plus 2. Put down the coordinates as well. So when x is equals to 0, y is 2. When x equals to -1, y is 0. So if you look at it, we still have the same coordinates as the previous example, where b is still the 2, which shows this 2 here. Thank you for watching. Until next time.